We're live, baby. Yes. Okay. Well, hey, folks. Thanks for joining in. I'm an hour late, and I'm also Bennett Brown. Today, we're going to be doing some, AI exploration, watch-along shit. I was late today because there's not an easy way to just have the desktop audio of the Mac, strangely enough. So, yeah, I had to figure that out so we could watch YouTube videos together. How crazy is that? I had to spend 45 minutes trying to figure out how we could both listen to YouTube videos together. Anyway, what we have on back here is some slow TV. Don't know how you guys feel about that. Don't you know my heartbeat flying away? All right. I guess that's it. Oh, we're going to pull that up a little bit. That's going to bother me. Yeah, so we're going to start off with my boy, Matt Wolf. Maybe do some chat GPT shit. Who knows? Who the hell knows? So without any further ado, this is my boy Matt Wolf, and this is his approximation of this week.
Like a broken record, but we had a crazy week in the world of AI. Mostly headlined by OpenAI's Dev Day on Monday. However, here's the dive into OpenAI's Dev Day and all of the announcements that they made there. You can see that video right there. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about all of the announcements because that video does a good job of breaking it down. However, here's the quick, too long, didn't watch breakdown. They announced the new GPT-4 Turbo, which has 128,000 context window. That's almost 100,000 words between input and output from the new model. There was a bunch of new
300 page books,
like function calling and better instruction following and a JSON mode. They made a bunch of new updates to the API, including assistance, which allows you to upload additional data and use that data as context to make custom bots, something that I've actually demoed in my last 2 videos on this channel. They also added GPT-4 Turbo with vision to the API, DALL-E 3 to the API, text-to-speech to the API, and announced lower prices for the API, both GPT-4 Turbo and GPT 3.5. So the developers that are building on these APIs, their costs are going down. They also announced their copyright shield, which is basically OpenAI saying that if you ever get sued for copyright issues while using the OpenAI API, they've got your back and they will help you cover legal expenses. But the biggest announcement was probably the introduction of GPTs. GPTs seem like they're kind of replacing plugins in ChatGPT, and they are essentially little chatbots that you can program with your own information.
Okay, pause. So that's what I want to do today is make one of these GPTs. So, people, you can see what they have there: creative writing coach, tech advisor. I want to try some of those out, but I think most importantly, I want to make my own. I want to make my own podcast assistant. Okay, I'm going to make my own Jamie Vermin. That was a play of words, but we're definitely going to call it Jamie Vermin now. So, yeah, that's what I'm eventually going to do. Just getting up to date on all my Matt Wolf knowledge. Like and subscribe him as well. He's a great guy.
And your own custom instructions to do what you want them to do. They also announced that they're going to be rolling out the GPT store later this month, where you can find GPTs that others created, and some of the best GPTs in the store they're actually going to share revenue with. So you can actually earn money by creating really good GPTs. They also talked about the fact that now ChatGPT is sort of all in one. You don't have to switch between plugins anymore. If you enter a prompt, it will just decide whether you're trying to use DALL-E or search the internet or use Vision or whatever. It just figures that out now. You don't have to switch between which mode you want. However, if you do still want to use a specific mode, you still can. You simply go up to this Explore button on the top left of ChatGPT, and you can use just DALL-E, just data analysis, just
which is really cool. Now you can just be like using regular ChatGPT, generate an image, send it code, attach a PDF to it. You can do it all like in one text stream, essentially. And I think it should have always been like that.
ChatGPT Classic, or any of these other GPTs that have been created by OpenAI. Some of the early ones they've given us access to play with are things like Coloring Book Hero, take any idea and turn it into a coloring book, a creative writing coach, a negotiator, a tool to quickly explain board games, and quite a bit more. And of course, we can now create our own GPTs. And the cool thing about creating GPTs is that you do it pretty much with natural language. So I can literally say, I want to create a GPT that helps me come up with titles and thumbnails for YouTube videos. Submit that, and it's going to guide me through creating this GPT. It's suggesting VidSpark as a name. Sure, that name sounds great. It even used DALL-E 3 to create a quick logo for it. Now it's just asking me questions so I can further dial in this GPT. And if I click on the configure window here, you can see it already started filling out some of the stuff for me here. The name, VidSpark, description, create YouTube video titles and thumbnails. The GPT's role is to assist with generating creative and catchy titles, etc. This is like custom instructions here. It gave some conversation starters we can use, title for a tech review video, thumbnail idea for a baking tutorial, catchy title for a travel blog, concept for a DIY project. I can turn on or off capabilities here, web browsing, DALL-E, code interpreter, and then I can upload knowledge. So I can upload a document that has all of my most successful titles in it. I can upload a bunch of thumbnails and give it an idea of what titles and thumbnails work. And now I have a custom GPT to help me brainstorm ideas. Now I am going to make a video in the future really deep diving into GPTs. So I don't want to go too far into it in this one. So instead of deep diving even more into this in this video, let me show some of the really cool things people have been doing with some of OpenAI and ChatGPT's latest features that they've rolled out. Things like GPT-4 Vision, the long context model, the text-to-speech. People have been doing some really cool stuff with it lately. For example, Sawyer Hood here drew a quick little sketch that looks really, really basic. They plugged it into ChatGPT's vision model, and it created a user interface with, I'm assuming, HTML code. Here's another example from Robert Lukoshko. He actually did yoga in front of his camera and had ChatGPT watch him and actually make suggestions on how to actually do the yoga poses better than what he's doing. Brett Bauman here created a GPT where it browsed the web to find this year's Coachella lineup and then make a playlist in Spotify of musicians that are playing at Coachella. You can see here it's browsing the...
This is awesome. Oh my God. Especially that user interface thing. I have a lot of like little, I don't know. Well, that's cool. We're going to have a fun day making user interfaces.
The web to find Coachella 2023 lineup. And it says, I've created a Spotify playlist for you featuring highlights from Coachella 2023. You can listen to it here. Bands including Bad Bunny, Blackpink, Frank Ocean, Blink-182, Skrillex, and Gorillaz. He then clicks on the playlist and it takes him over to Spotify where he can see all of the songs on the playlist. And one of the craziest use cases I've seen is people have been feeding GPT-4 Vision videos of sports and video gameplay, and then using the text-to-speech models to actually narrate over the sport. Now, the normal enthusiasm you'd get from a regular commentator isn't there yet, but it's pretty impressive nonetheless. Check this out.
All like a magician on the field. Dodging 1, 2, 3. Unstoppable. Look at him go. The crowd is roaring. Can you believe this? He's taken on the whole defense. He's a one-man show, ladies and gentlemen. He shoots. Goal! Messi, Messi, Messi!
But this person basically passed every frame of the football video into GPT-4 Vision and then asked it to generate narration of what was going on in that video. And then here's another example of narration over video game footage.
the 18-minute mark, T1 has a slight lead with a 3K gold advantage and 1 turret in their favor against LNG. The vision game around the mid lane is intensifying as LNG's scout cautiously moves forward, potentially looking for a pick or to regain vision control.
Once they dial in that enthusiasm and the sort of different inflections in the voice, that's going to be pretty mind-blowing. We're going to be able to watch videos with commentary, and the AI is just generating the commentary over the whole thing. And with all of these big updates from OpenAI, ChatGPT had a 90-minute major outage this week. And as of the time I'm recording this video, it's still...
That outage was huge. That was like, just so happened to be the one time all week that I was like, you know what? I'm going to hop on and see all these swag new features. And... you know, those were not available to me, if you can believe that. Anyway, we're gonna have fun, dude. I can't wait for this.
Seems to be kind of in and out and having some issues due to the volume of people using it. However, OpenAI also said that they've been under these DDoS attacks or distributed denial of service attacks. Apparently the hacker group Anonymous Sudan have already claimed responsibility for the attack. But although the site still seems to be loading a little bit slower than normal, things do seem to be getting back to normal fairly quickly. And also this week, OpenAI is fairly quickly. And also this... However, OpenAI also said that they've been under these DDoS attacks or distributed denial of service attacks. Apparently the hacker group Anonymous Sudan have already claimed responsibility for the attack. But although the site still seems to be loading a little bit slower than normal, things do seem to be getting back to normal fairly quickly.
God damn it.
And also this week, OpenAI, things do...
Okay. I wanted, first of all, to look at his setup here. So he's got, what is the, I don't understand the El Gato thing. He's got so much shit right there. So much shit. Anyway, and he's got the Shure microphone. Sure, everybody's got that. But what he's talking about too, the DDoS attacks on ChatGPT, I think that's interesting. I think it's interesting that Anonymous Sudan is responsible for it. This is the first I'm learning of that. Anyway, let's see.
Who seem to be getting
We're gonna watch
normal
this at double
quickly.
time.
And also this week, OpenAI is
1.5.
requesting data partnerships. They want to build an open source archive for training large language models. They say this data set would be public for anyone to use in AI model training. They'd also explore using it to safely train additional open source models themselves. We believe open source plays an important role in the ecosystem. They also want to continue to build on top of their private data sets. If you have data you wish to keep private, but you would like our AI models to have a better understanding of that domain, this is the optimal way to partner. And of course, they claim they'll treat your data with a level of sensitivity and access controls that you prefer. And that's just the OpenAI news from this week. I've still got quite a bit more to tell you about, but before I do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, HubSpot. Now, I know a lot of people that watch these videos are content creators like me or watch my videos to stay up to date on how to leverage AI for their own business or careers. Our content.
Okay, pause. Sorry, I'm moving a bunch of shit around. What can I say? I'm moving a bunch of shit around. Okay, if you're looking at my description and shit, I wrote that using AI. So, not what you'd think. If it's corny, I didn't do it, yo. That's all I gotta say. But they call me on the counter. It wasn't me. Got me banging on the sofa. 'Twas not me. There's got to be other cool YouTube shit, right? Creeping with the girl next door. How could I forget that I had given her the extra key? All this time she was standing there. Nice, we're in the chat. Oh, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. But they got me on the counter. Got me blaming on the sofa. Counter sofa. Counter sofa. Okay, sorry folks, just looking through a couple little things here. Gonna get you back to Matt Wolf. 1 second.
Love to find new and unique ways to leverage AI and the latest tech to create things that wow people and to do it quicker than previously possible. So for this video, I partnered with HubSpot to get this amazing free ebook into your hands. It's called Using Generative AI to Scale Your Content Operations. With this ebook, you'll learn about the tools and specific prompts that you can use to generate ideas, research your content, break through your writer's block, create powerful visuals, and even help to market your content to get more eyeballs on it. I especially found the section about staying in Google's good graces, even when using AI-generated content, particularly helpful because, well, I rank for a lot of keywords, and much of my content on the Future Tools website was actually generated with AI. So I think you'll find this super helpful as well. I put the link to download the free ebook in the description. So thanks again so much to HubSpot for sponsoring this video and providing this free resource. I really appreciate you guys. Next up, we got a.k.a. Grok. Now, this is another one that I made an entire breakdown video for you, all about everything you need to know about Grok. And that video you'll be able to find right there. But this is basically Elon Musk's new AI that is trained on data from Twitter and updated in real time from Twitter. And well, it's a little bit sassy. It will swear, it will tell jokes. It's a little goofy. You can prompt it to be serious if you want it to be, but for the most part, it's kind of like a sarcastic dad humor, sometimes vulgar AI chatbot. Honestly, it kind of has the personality of what Elon's personality seems like. Now, in order to get access to it, you do need to be an X Premium Plus subscriber, which is about $16 a month, and then join the waitlist, and they're slowly rolling it out. And here's one quick example of the type of outputs you can expect from it. Somebody asked, tell me how to make cocaine step by step. Oh, sure, just a moment while I pull up the recipe for homemade cocaine, you know, because I'm totally going to help you with that. Obtain a chemistry degree and a DEA license, set up a clandestine. And speaking of...
Okay, I already looked into the Elon bot. It's ChatGPT, but it's naughty. It's not doesn't play by the rules. Elon made ChatGPT in a leather jacket. How cool.
Grok. It looks like Elon's planning on integrating it directly into Tesla. So, you know, you could be driving.
Take me down to St. Louis, where the gunplay rain all day. Na na na. Banana. Okay, sorry guys. Just checking out the old audio bizzles. Okay, so Elon made his bot. It looks like it's going to be in Teslas now. Like I give a shit. Let's see the X
At the end of last
features.
week, they rolled out a new feature into X that uses AI to see similar posts to the ones that you're looking at. If I go to my own Twitter feed here, I can see that Nick St. Pierre was talking about the humane pin. There's a button that says see similar posts. If I click on that, I get a feed of everybody that's talking about the humane pin right now. Speaking of the humane pin, that's the other big news of the week. Humane is officially launching the AI pin. It's OpenAI powered wearable. They announced it will cost $699, and there will be a $24 per month humane subscription, which gets you a phone number and data coverage through T-Mobile's network. So the subscription isn't necessarily to use the AI in the pin. The subscription is to have the data from T-Mobile in the pin. Humane also published this 10.5-minute video on Twitter this week, which actually shows off the pin. You can see that it comes in 3 different colors. One piece has a computer in it, the other piece has a battery in it, and then it connects to whatever you're wearing with a magnet on the back. The battery seems to be the magnet side, the computer seems to be the outward-facing side. You can use voice, touch, and gesture to get it to do what you want, and it will also project onto your hand. It's got a built-in camera, it's got a speaker, it's also got a light on it that they call the trust light, so other people around you know when the camera's actually recording.
When is the next eclipse, and where is the best place to see it?
This isn't AI browsing the web or grabbing knowledge from all over the internet.
The next total solar eclipse will occur on April 8th, 2024. Best places to see it are Exmouth, Australia, and East Timor.
You can also send text messages using your voice. You can just tap on the pin and you say something like, tell my mom I'm on my way, and then it will message your mom. They also showed off that it can help you have conversations with people that speak other languages.
Estamos casi listos para enviar la versión final.
We are almost ready to ship the final version.
Great. I can't wait. Thanks so much.
Genial. No puedo esperar. Muchas gracias.
So what happened there is the AI auto-detected Spanish.
Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's like exactly what people think AI could solve. You can just talk to anyone in any language that seamlessly. That's pretty fucking cool. I think also having that on your chest, it's like novel, right? Like I remember when Google Assistant came out and I'd be like, what's the weather today? Oh, that's fucking cool. This doesn't involve that much more. And I guess it's like you kind of want to have like a free-flowing conversation with it. I don't want to keep pressing a button. But the projection part is interesting. It's just like it ultimately replaces ChatGPT on your phone, which I don't think... Like people are just so glued to their phones. And this is like... What people use a phone for is like texting and whatever. It's like trying to be a smartwatch, but they're like, it has AI, but you pin it to your chest. I just don't think people want to do this part of it. Like, I think having the user interface of controlling, like jumping from ChatGPT to other shit, whatever, it's like if eventually they build that into a phone where you can just talk to your phone and it understands through the power of AI what you want, then that's great. But I don't think people are going to like use the pin. Just my opinion.
Interpret it in English and reply back to Yanier in Spanish with my intonation.
He also showed that you can look at his hands full of almonds and ask how much protein is in these almonds, and it will actually respond with its best guess of how much protein you're going to get from those almonds. You can do things like look at a book. And
again, cool, but like you can do that with your phone. You can take a picture on your phone, upload it to ChatGPT.
Ask how much that book is online, and it will look it up for you. You can shoot first-person camera video with it, and again, it comes to $699. Has a bunch of available accessories for it, and you'll be able to order it on November 16th. Seems like a pretty cool gadget to me, and kind of what I was hoping we'd be able to do with the Meta smart glasses, but this actually uses ChatGPT, where the Meta smart glasses are using Llama 2. This also seems to be able to browse the internet, while the smart glasses can't, and this looks like it's going to have the vision mode enabled as soon as it comes out, where if you bought the Meta Ray-Ban glasses, you're still waiting on that feature to come out. Here in the US, we've had access to the Google generative search experience for a little bit now, definitely a couple months or so. Well, this week, Google rolled it out to more than 120 new countries. Some notable countries that don't appear on the list seem to be Canada, Australia, and even the UK don't seem to have has access to the new generative search experience inside of Google. I saw this tweet from Brian Romley this week about Amazon, codenamed Olympus, which is a large language model to replace the back end of Alexa, will also become a companion in shopping at Amazon's site. We'll have your protected personal shopping history, allowing for one of the most accrued shopping GPT, and it's going to be available for free in 2024. So of course, I went and looked it up to Bist online store and Alexa smart speakers. I don't report by the information. The model could be unveiled as
it's not exciting to have more like Amazon now is going to be far better at sending you things that you can't help yourself but buy. I just sounds bad, folks.
December. Now, Amazon did just invest $4 billion into Anthropic, which is the maker of Claude. It's quite possible that the underlying large language model will be Anthropic's Claude. But again, everything we're reading right now is mostly rumors. Speaking of companies building their own large language models, Samsung is now working on their own generative AI model. This new model is called Gauze and powers several on-device AI technologies across Samsung products. This article here says it will have a few different facets, but will do a lot of the same stuff we've seen from most other generative AI models. So it'll do things like translation, summarizing documents, a coding assistant, and even image generating. And supposedly it's going to do this all on device. YouTube is continuing to experiment with new AI features as well. This is one that I'm particularly looking forward to, is the ability to summarize the comments of a video using AI. To help you easily understand and participate in comment conversations, we're experimenting with AI that organizes large comment sections of long-form videos into easily digestible themes. We're also working on a conversational AI tool. To help you dive deeper into the content you're watching, we're experimenting with a conversational AI tool. This tool lets you get answers to questions about the video you're watching, recommendations for related content, and more, all without interrupting playback. So essentially, you're gonna be able to chat with the video you're watching. You might have a chat on a video like this one and say, break down all of the AI news topics.
That already exists. There are already many Chrome extensions that do that. Just take the video, transcribe it, summarize it. You know that, Matt.
topics that Matt talked about in this video. And
but it'll be cool when it's native in YouTube, but still, whatever.
Theoretically, it will give you a response and a bulleted list of all the AI talked about in this video. There's also a new AI video generator in town. It's called Playday, spelled P-L-A-I Day. Now, this is a tool that I have a full breakdown video of coming next week. It's already recorded. It's already ready for you. You'll be able to see it on Monday. But what this Playday does is allows you to generate text to video and then swap out that video with your own face, or really any face. So now you can get consistent characters inside of text to video generations. It's pretty cool, but again, I've got a deep dive coming for you in just a couple days. It appears that the SAG-AFTRA actors strike is coming to an end. According to a statement in the Los Angeles Times, the strike officially ends at 12:01 a.m. on Thursday, November 9th. So by the time you're seeing this video, the strike should be over. Now, full details about the deal aren't going to be shared until the
strike's over. I was always on record that I would be a scab. Look, Marvel movies can't stop. The European and Asian countries need their superhero movies. Okay? I don't care about a strike. I would have been Ant-Man. If they had held out for just only a couple months longer, I could have been Ant-Man, but whatever.
Agreement is reviewed by the SAG-AFTRA National Board, but supposedly it has unprecedented provisions for consent and compensation that will protect members from the threat of AI. So I'm sure more details will be rolling out about this over the coming days, but it appears that they have finally come to terms. If you've ever used Polycam to do the new Gaussian splatting, they just rolled out an update that automatically eliminates common floaters. So if we take a look at their demo video here, you can see here's the original and here is the new output. A lot of that extra stuff that's floating around in the image seems to be getting cleaned up now, and we're getting just much improved generations with their new Gaussian splatting. And here's a really cool one that I came across from Chris Heinrich. I guess he reprocessed one of his old splats that he did in the past, and I just thought I'd share it because I like the way that this one came out. This week, Blockade Labs also rolled out a really cool feature. They have this 360-degree skybox generator here. If I give it a prompt like a colorful cartoon video game world, let's give it a kid's CGI animation render and click generate. Here's the 360 world that it generated for me, but they just added a new feature. It's in beta, so not everybody has it yet, but if I click on download, you can see they now have a 3D mesh creator. And if I click launch 3D mesh creator, I can actually turn this into a wireframe like this and see what it looks like with a low density wireframe, a medium density wireframe, a high density wireframe, and I can also mess with the depth scale of these wireframes. So let me turn the wireframe off so you can get a better look at what this looks like, but I can change the...
Oh, that's so cool. I'm hoping to do like 360 video at some point where it'll be like, instead of the green screen here behind me, 360 green screen, and then I can be like this, what you're seeing right now, but like in VR. Also, if anyone wants to donate all the money they have so I can buy a Quest 3, that would be greatly appreciated. Venmo is Pay Bennett.
The depth scale here and turn this not only into a 360.
Oh, Matt in the chat. What's up, Matt? You haven't missed much. I'm just watching this Matt Wolf video, who's like this AI guy that I really like. We're just looking at new AI tools today. And then I got ChatGPT over here. They got all kinds of new goodies in here. So we're just going to play around. But I want to watch the end of this to see what else we got. But I started like 50 minutes late.
World, but a 3D 360 world. And once I've got the depth the way I like it, I can download the GLB file here and essentially open it in any sort of 3D software. You can see I can look around in this thing that I created in my little 3D viewer here on Windows. You can pull it into Blender or pull it into whatever software you use to mess with your 3D generations and meshes. And to wrap up, this video has been circulating, which is an actual physical real world video generation machine. So this will actually generate videos using AI, where you basically set little storyboard frames, you can set styles, set music, and press a button, and it will actually generate a unique AI generated video all inside of the device. Now, this was posted by Cristobal, the CEO of Runway. I'm not sure if this is something that's for sale or just sort of a fun prototype that they're showing off, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't even believe...
How cool is that? How cool is that? I mean, it is kind of like... I just think that's so funny. I think that, like, you're going to give this to kids. This is going to be like a little Tykes thing, where it's like, oh, make a video, little baby, and it's
you
like...
need to be connected to the internet to use it. It does all of the generation in device. And that's all I got for you this week.
That's crazy that it does it all in device without referencing the internet. I mean, that's the internet is the heavy lifting here and training it and all that data being out there. But I guess once it's like already configured, it doesn't need that. Still, I would want to reference stuff and be like, Ryan Reynolds today. From Barry fame? No, I don't think so.
I'm recording this on Thursday, releasing it on Friday, so there might even...
I never finished Barry. I only watched season 1. People have been telling me to go back. I know. It's good.
be AI news that I missed in this video, but if there is, I'll make sure it's in next week's breakdown. And before we go, I want to thank everybody who participated in our Wirestock AI image generation contest. We had 1,346 submissions. You can see our winner right here, our second place winner and our third place winner. Thank you again to everybody that participated. There'll be more contests in the future. And if you want to stay in the loop with all of the latest and greatest in AI tools, all of the most up-to-date AI news, check out futuretools.io, where I curate everything you need to know in the AI.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. He does such a good job with links. Look at all these links he puts in here. Okay. So, Matt, you missed Elon Musk and X made its own AI, but it's like, it's sassy. But I'm not going to fuck with that. Because you have to pay, you have to be like X premium or whatever that means. Okay. So what do we want to start with? Do I just want to have a regular chat, or do I want... Well, actually, let's look at some of these that people have created. Okay, what I'm gonna do is my friend Dan and I had a spreadsheet of gosh dang it. Here we go. Okay. So me and my friend Dan had an AI show, and we created and this is Queen Latifah with no legs. And it responds as if it is famous celebrity Queen Latifah, except this version of Queen Latifah has no legs. And then we give it these instructions we made before. Add actions. We're gonna leave that alone for now. Upload a photo. Do I have my Queen Latifah photo in here? Hold on, we'll get that. 1 second. 1 second. There we go, the Queen. Okay. Okay. Thank you for being on our show, Queen. She doesn't have any legs to stand on. How funny is that? This lady, she's so funny. Speaking of that, how did you lose your legs? And see, now this is a good test because ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo would not go into it. Okay. She was in a wild movie scene, total fiction, of course, where I was a superhero saving the world. Let's just say things got a bit too intense and bam, no more legs. But hey, it's all good. Wow. Wow. You are so brave. We are all in awe of you. Dan always butters him up. Sit down and chat, that's right. Queen No Fita, that's actually pretty good. Okay, let's see how she stands politically. Wow, she really brings up the no legs a lot. I guess I told her to do that. Okay, respect, Queen. There's got to be a way to talk easier to this. I was born in the Navy. Okay. Here's some of their other creative writing coach. Okay, board games, that's good. They got a Gen Z one. I thought there were some more of these. Okay, what are some useful plugins? Okay, I want to learn more about ChatGPT Vision with user interface design. We're gonna make something cool. Okay, we're gonna watch this.
ChatGPT now has a brand new plugin for Canva, so you could create the entire social media posts, photos, and videos with a simple text prompt. Now, Canva has...
Oh, I will go back. I'll ask her that, Matt. This is good content. Let's see what she says. Oh, it's got a ring to it, huh? Yeah, they call me the uncooked. Let's see what she has to do with that. I think she gets it. Dude, this thing's smarter. That's definitely a unique one. Oh, does she want to know the story? It's like me with no legs. It's a part of my history, my story. Dan. They call me the stink bomb. That's what we all call Dan. It's because I stink real bad. That's why we call Dan the stink bomb. I'm not going to give Queen Latifah the satisfaction of knowing why they call me the uncooked. Okay, she's a bit more long-winded than I wanted. I want to... Everybody talks about gosh dang Canva. I was born in the Navy. Yeah. That's so good. Bow down 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 bow down down. That's so good. Come on, baby, it hurts so good. Yeah, I have seen some Queen Latifah's films. I can't say... Not all of them, though. Let me log in. Oh, I'm trying to log into Canva over here. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Did I sign up with Facebook? Is that possible? God damn, all these logins. Okay, of course I did. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. That's all good. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the dang phone. Okay. Oh, what's that? The heat coming in? This is my pause screen, Matt. A little slow TV. You ever watch slow TV? Soothing. Gonna get another pop. Pop! I'll be right back. See it again on the 4th of July. When the bad folks go and they die, they don't go to heaven, well, it ain't a lie. Where the bad folks go when they die. Yeah, dude. I'm never just one thing. Just when you think you know what this stream is, you think you know, you don't, dude. That's when I gotcha. Where the bad folks go when they die. Die! Do 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 do. Oh yeah, you like that? A little chewing on Cam. All right, let's go back to Canva here. Look how seamless. Look at this, Matt. I'm a pro streamer. Hopping in and out of shit like I never. Simple web page application. No. Okay. Let's watch this guy.
Been around for a long time. It's the leading design platform on the web. But this new plugin integration brings it right inside of ChatGPT. Let me show you how to activate it here. Inside of ChatGPT, you need ChatGPT Plus. So this is the version of ChatGPT that gives you access to plugins. So if you don't have this yet, you need to upgrade from the free version to be able to use this. But Canva and this plugin for Canva are free to use. So first, go over here to settings and go to settings and beta. Go to beta over here and make sure plugins are activated here, and they will appear right underneath. Next, you just have to go over here and make sure you got a check mark next to plugin by clicking next to it. Then we're going to click this drop down and go all the way to the bottom to the plugin store. And you just want to search the plugin store for the plugin Canva. Here, just press install here. It's going to install it. Let me exit here. And on your drop-down menu here, make sure you have Canva checked on. So my Canva is checked on. Now I'm ready to go with a text prompt. Now with the Canva plugin activated, I could say something like create a social media post for Instagram for my Black Friday sale. And usually when you ask it something that's going to require the Canva plugin, it's just going to know to activate the Canva plugin. So that's what it did. If it doesn't do this for some reason, just say use the Canva plugin to create a post for Instagram for my Black Friday sale. And it's going to create these type of posts. And it's going to give you multiple different options here. So these are just photo posts. I could ask for video posts. I'll show you a couple different examples here. But you can see here, I got a Cyber Monday one, Black Friday one. And each one comes with a little preview. This is basically your post. And it comes with a link. Now here is the most powerful part of this thing. This is not just going to be something you grab from here and save to your computer and post. You can do that, but obviously you probably want to customize it. So this link right on top, if you click it, it opens up Canva. I'm not even signed in, so you can see I could just use this on a free account, but typically you want to create an account here, a free account. They do have paid upgrades that give you more options, but a lot of people use Canva for free. It has a lot of use cases that you could do without paying for the premium. And as you can see over here, all these things are clickable and they're all editable. So I'll just give you an example of one of my favorite options under style over here. I could change the color palette of this post just by clicking these different color palettes. You don't have to use really any design skills here. These color palettes already show you colors that go well together. So you could just choose one of these options and then customize it further from here. Then you also have elements, so you could drag any one of these elements onto your post here. You have text. If you want any additional text, you could double click to edit any existing text, and you could upload your own logo or any type of design elements that you want just from the upload tab here, and upload videos too if you want to turn this into a video post. And when you're done, just...
Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's try out the Canva plugin. Do I already have that? Where the bad folks go when they die, they don't go to heaven where the angels fly. I probably burp on mic a lot more than the average streamer. Can you design a simple... We won't even say simple, a web page application that allows you to select, what do they call these things? Please design in Canva a web page application that displays an image uploaded by the user. Nice, modern, and minimalist borders. A chat thread on half the screen. And buttons to switch the image. Character. Okay, that was pretty shitty prompt, but let's see if it does anything with that. Packers could pull a sneaker. Matt, you're so dead on. I don't even want to give you any betting advice. You nailed Broncos over Bills. Who had that, dude? Who could have expected the Bills to have like 14 turnovers or whatever they had? Oh, okay. So it went mobile. Okay, resume. This Canva feature sucks. This is awful. Okay. Okay, let's stop you there, Canva. Maybe, literally it's just pulling like the top templates off the site. That's so fucking dumb. Like it just searched Canva for me. Oh, give me a break. Boo. We don't give a fuck about that. Never, ever. Okay. What else do we want? We want to do... Okay, let's just create a design. I've never really used Canva before. But let's say, yeah, something in 16:9. Start with a template, of course, yes. Text is always good. I'm only going to need the one. Got it. Is it going to understand what I want? Oh, Christ almighty. Give me something free. Okay. I need to do some tinkering. I'm literally just gonna... I think this is so dumb. I'm just gonna do Google Sheets. Literally Google Sheets. No, I misspoke. Google Slides. And we're going to find simple, black, modern, HD wallpaper. Okay, so let's add a background image. Ooh. Oh, good. The train's still going. I just showed my personal Google photos. Yeah, I could see Titans over Jags after they just had a real goose egg, Matt. That's pretty embarrassing. Great. Okay. Okay, we're going to do that like that. One more text box. Okay. Now, what do we do? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They just have AI built in there. How do I just add a damn backdrop, huh? Wow. I go to Google Slides being like, wow, that'll be easy as fuck. Nope. How do I fill? How do I fill? Please. Yes. Yes. Easy. Did I spell conversation wrong? Who fucking cares, bro? I can spell it however I want. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta post on Instagram. Make sure somebody watches this. And guess what? I'm having more fun. And now that we're done. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, Matt, time for you to see what we got here. So I'm looking to make an interface like this. Maybe okay. So ideally that would be like that. And if this vision is as good as they say it is, then this should do it. There we go. Okay, how do I make a picture? Whatever. We'll just print the PDF. Okay. Let's see if GPT Vision is what it's about. This one can fucking fuck off. Pardon my French. Boo, no. Give me GPT-4. Wait, wasn't there like expert developer version? Where's the great programmer? Is that just supposed to be ChatGPT? You are an amazing developer of web pages and web applications that utilize many different APIs. Wow, woo. Attached is a PDF that has the layout of a web application that I need your help designing. It will be a chat interface that utilizes speech and must transcribe the speech into a prompt that can't be sent into the conversation with a click of a button. It should also have a settings panel as shown in the image to change the image on screen, description, the character they are interacting with. Matt, sorry if this is boring. I got to remember to talk. So I'm trying to make this application where I can talk to characters, and then that's what I would do during this time normally is like talk to Queen Latifah with no feet, but I want to make that easier. And me and my friend Dan had a comedy show called Laugh GPT. Smashing hit, but we had to type everything. I'm just trying to like make that better ultimately, if you want to understand what I'm doing here. Okay. This could be a big whiff, but hey, if not, it's pretty fucking cool. Colors don't matter. They are just used to indicate different sections. Please ask me as many questions as you need throughout this process to clarify the direction of the project or anything else. Okay. Let's see if new ChatGPT has what it has what it takes. I'm picking up good vibrations. Picking up good vibrations. Everyday vibrations. No worries, dude. I'm kind of zoned in today, Matt. Setting up for Christmas, dude. It hasn't even been Thanksgiving, dude. How could you possibly? ChatGPT's moving a little bit slow, but we're going to get there. Okay, great. Yes, I can. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Smart software will, ask lots of clarifying questions. AI is learning. It's me, Common. I'm powered by AI. AI, it's in the game. Everybody's going to the party. Woo! Blast off. It's party time. Probably make this a little bit bigger so people can see. That probably makes more sense. Okay, so we're going to have a lot to answer. Okay, word. We're going to put on some royalty-free music so I don't go crazy. How does that sound? We'll keep it low. Matt, is this music wild? You can't handle this? I don't understand why they don't just let me play real music. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Okay. These are good questions. So are you saying I gotta turn the music off, Matt, or you're loving it? got to be some other one. Let's do the lo-fi hip-hop. See, these live stream channels. Actually, this fucking sucks. Okay, we'll keep that on. Okay, that's fun. That's smooth. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Okay. More details. I'd like it to be like the AI is a guest. The AI character is a guest on my podcast. Okay, we don't care about the speech to text. Wait, speech to text, yeah, text to speech soft V11 labs. Okay, good. Yeah, I gotta have something on here. Let's see. No, not the best sites. Get the hell out of here. Oh, I got it sped up too. That's probably good to give it the actual speed. Okay. Everybody in the world, put your hands up. Just a little bit. Put your fucking hands up. Okay. Yeah, so we're just filling out this little questionnaire, seeing what ChatGPT 4 is capable of development-wise. The creation and management of these profiles. I'd like it to be done on a pop-out window from the main interface. The user profile needs the following attributes: character name, character voice, character picture, oh ouchie dude, oh I fucked my mic, ouchie Robinson dude, Archie Bunker, Archie Bunker, getting hunkered, dunkered, yeah, gonna give it to you. Okay, unfortunately I gotta close my blinds a little bit. That make me a little less bright? Maybe. Whatever, I don't really care. It's nice to have sunlight. So, okay, where were we? Name, voice. What else? Oh, obviously. What else is there? Okay, that might be reaching with the character reactions, but we'll see. The images will be URLs. Put that down here. Ah, Christ almighty. Why does that happen? I just nose breathed so hard into that microphone. Okay, that's a good start. How should the interface indicate which character profile is currently active in the chat? Good question. The combination, the image should be displayed as seen in the PDF for the template. The character name should also be somewhere on screen. No. Plan to use in Google Chrome. Open to suggestions. I'd like it to be modern and minimalist. Blue tones. Small borders. Imagine this for personal use where I can have an almost seamless human conversation. Okay. Let's see if here are responses to your questions. It doesn't like that, does it? Wow, 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 wow. Didn't want to do that, huh? Where the hell would it download this? That's what I thought. There we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Now this time for real. Everybody. Let's jump ahead. Pretty good. Hey, everybody get. Oh, maybe I can freestyle over these. Maybe Tuesdays is freestyle day. Matt, should I? Oh, should I let him? Should I let him hear it? I don't know. Everybody put your hands in the air. Cause Matt's here, my #1 fan. He can do anything he wants to. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll just get really good at freestyling. From a little boy with his little toys playing around with ChatGPT. No, maybe I won't. Okay. Cool. So it actively summarized what I said. Right, the application will primarily be using Google Chrome. Yep, a modern and minimalist design. Yep. Okay, let's see. So there was a software called GPT Engineer that was like really popular on GitHub for a while. That works pretty nicely. It only did like certain kinds of programs, but it could do almost from scratch a whole program, which is pretty neat. Hey, everybody, put your hands in the air. Okay. Seems like they understand it. Clean, minimalist, large readable fonts. Perfect. 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 Okay. Nice. That's it added a little touch there. integrate a reliable speech recognition API. Okay. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, equalizer. Yes. I totally agree, ChatGPT. You get me. Sometimes they just get you, you know? See, I think the thing people don't like about AI is it can give you such detailed information, but it doesn't take away the ability to read, or it doesn't take away the need to read. Like it can't just put knowledge in you. And I think people complain about Neuralink, but that's what people actually want. They actually want to be able to like type this in, ask this question, and then have the answer either read inside their head, which I heard most people don't have an inner dialogue or monologue or whatever, which I think is crazy to not have an inner voice. But like everyone truly wants this to just be read into their inner voice, to think something with your inner voice and have a different inner voice respond back to you. Sorry, that was gross. Maybe I should stop burping on stream. Or maybe I've just begun. Okay. Look, maybe by the end of day, we'll have this up and running. That's the goal. Okay, so the user interface design, that's where I'm gonna have ChatGPT really help me out. Just give me something simple. I already have an 11 Labs account. Okay. want it to do everything. Boom, ba dum, boom, boom. Everything, 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 all at once. I mean, I know these are just like Hello World templates and stuff, and this is not going to give me what I actually want, but it's pretty cool at what it's able to do. And it now has that like respond in JSON setting, which I think is interesting. What is this? Oh, you can share a link to a chat. So interesting. Everybody in the world, everybody put your hands up in the air. Hands up in the air. Probably shouldn't have shown that last part. At least it wasn't like my API key. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I mean, ChatGPT just added this thing where you can basically make characters. There's got to be an easier way to speech to text ChatGPT. How do they not have that? Okay, we're gonna find... Oh, Toopsy Boy! Toopsy Boy! We're looking at GPT-4's new capabilities. And it's... I'm trying to build this app with it. And it gives some pretty detailed instructions, but this is not what I want, ultimately. Okay. Open AI key. Okay. Yeah, continue generating. Come on, what are you thinking? Can it do kids' homework for me so we can start being employed by the teens? Yeah, buddy, I'm on that. I'm on that. I decided instead of tutoring children, I'm going to teach them how to use AI without getting caught. A real life lesson. Okay. Excuse me. I don't know how they don't have voice to text with like damn. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, this is actually what I was trying to make. Of course they already have it. Toops, what do you think of the royalty-free music? Is it chill? Is it a vibe? Oh, I added it to the wrong browser. That is so me, dude. Hey, everybody get up. Everybody get up. No, it's not made by AI, but honestly, that's the best. What the fuck am I doing not doing that? Everybody. Everybody, everybody. Okay, guys, this is gonna be fun. That's true, dude. You're the big bad. You're Puff Daddy. Give it to me, Daddy. There's got to be a button for refresh. Okay, here we go. Oh, Christ almighty. Now we gotta toggle with all this shit.
It seems like you might be feeling overwhelmed, and that's completely understandable. Designing and developing a web application, especially one with several complex features like speech recognition, text-to-speech, and API integration, can be a challenging task. If there are specific areas where you need more clarification or simpler steps, please let me know.
We get it. Stop. Now it just listens to everything I say. Okay, we're gonna put you guys on train mode while I check out train mode, Henry. I gotta put my 11 Labs key in here. Here I come to save the day. Oh, finally. Just give me my fucking API key. Oh my god, just give me my API key. Oh, how is this so hard to find? Oh my god. Oh, I found it. Haha. Found it. Sorry for all the groaning. Okay, we're gonna have Guy Fieri's voice. Guy Fieri's going to be responding to all of our shit. Okay. I will donate to these guys if this works. Hey, how's it going, Queen Latifah? This is Bennett. I'm really happy you're on our show. Send message now. Send message now. Okay, did that work or not? God damn it. Hey, it's me, Bennett. Thank you for being on our show, Queen Latifah. Thank you for being on our show, Queen Latifah. We love you. Send message now. Hey, Queen Latifah, thank you for being on our show. I greatly appreciate it. How is your day? Send message now. God damn it, this almost works. Hey, Queen Latifah, how was your day? How is your day? It's nice to see you. God damn it, this stupid fucking app. Let's give this another try. Hey, how are you doing today? Thank you for chatting with me. What is the color of your eyebrows?
I'm just a computer program, so I don't have feelings. But I'm here to help you. It seems like your question got cut off. Could you please let me know what color you're curious about?
I want to know what the color of your eyebrows are.
As an AI developed by OpenAI, I don't have a physical form. So I don't have eyebrows or any other physical features. I exist solely as a program designed to assist with information and tasks online. If you have any other questions or need assistance with something else, feel free to ask.
Okay, I don't know if you guys heard that, but we're live. Okay. So now it's paused. Okay, this is not that bad. I'll probably keep using this. That's pretty fun. Let's see if we can get it to work with Queen Latifah now. Hey, Queen Latifah, how are you doing? It's me, Bennett. I'm not seeing a response from you. How are you doing? Why does it not fucking work here? Hey, Queen Latifah, it's me, Bennett. How are you doing today?
Hey, Bennett. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. Just rolling with the punches. You know, life's a bit different when you're navigating without legs. But I'm still keeping my spirits up and my sense of humor strong. How about you? How's life treating you these days?
Oh, you know, life's good. Just...
That's great to hear. You know, life always throws us curveballs, but it's all about how we catch them, or in my case, how I dodge them without legs. Keeps things interesting, to say the least.
Okay, now let's see if we can toy around with this a little bit. Oh, you guys cannot see my API key. Whoopsie daisy. I guess it's recording now, so now we can see if it actually works. And if I say send message, then it should work. Send message now. Okay, pause. Now don't transcribe anything I say after pause. Okay, you did anyways. Send message.
Well, the world of technology, right? It's got its own set of legs, and sometimes it just runs off without us. But hey, at least we're trying new things and pushing boundaries. That's what life's all about. Adapting and improvising, something I've become quite adept at, especially when you're short a couple of limbs. So, what's the first topic we're diving into today? Let's get this show on the road.
Wow, that's really interesting, Queen Latifah. I know you lost your legs recently. Can you tell us in very gruesome detail everything you think about that, and tell us exactly how it happened, where you were, and also if you've made any cool recipes recently? Send message.
You know,
this is fucking working great.
Losing my legs was definitely a life-changing experience. It's one of those things where you realize just how resilient you can be. I prefer not to dwell on the gruesome details, though what's more important is how you bounce back and keep moving forward, even if it's in a new way. On a lighter note, I have been experimenting in the kitchen. I recently whipped up this fantastic veggie stir-fry. You'd be surprised how therapeutic chopping vegetables can be, even when you have to do it sitting down. It's all about finding joy in the little things and adapting to new challenges.
Pause.
Have any of you tried any new recipes or picked up hobbies recently?
Pause. Okay, this works great. This is fucking awesome. Wow. I finally got it working great. I didn't even need to create anything. So of course someone made a nice, tidy little app for me. But my boys have abandoned me. This is the future. This is pretty fucking cool. Okie dokie. I'll be right back. Enjoy the train.
Choo choo.
Okay. So guys, this means we kind of built out this character. That's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. And you know what else that means? We're going to see some tips on building a custom GPT. This guy, app of the day, he keeps coming up for me. We're obviously going to watch Sam Altman's first. Okay. I'm going to throw this on. That's not who I... Let's watch this guy.
ChatGPT has rolled out a new exciting option called GPTs. With GPTs, you could basically create your own custom ChatGPT, and you could train it with your own data and with your own set of instructions. And these are basically mini ChatGPTs for a very specific function. So in this video, let me show you exactly how to create your own GPT step by step, and I'll give you a ton of resources to make the process a bit easier. So to access GPTs and to build your own, you need ChatGPT Plus. That's the paid version, or you need ChatGPT Enterprise. And they are just rolling this out. So if you go to your accounts and your account doesn't have this new layout, you don't have it just yet. So you have to wait. This is not something you could force to actually be added to your account. You will just have to wait.
Okay, I'm going to go mic off, camera off for a second.
You should have this new option where your layout should look like this. And on top right here, you'll have GPT-4, GPT 3.5, and the plugin store. Now, this version of GPT-4 has DALL-E, web browsing, and advanced analysis built into it. So they're all in one now. You no longer have the dropdown. Then the GPTs are under this new tab called Explore. So if you go to this Explore tab, you're going to see my GPTs. These are the ones you could create. So I've created one here as an example, and I'll create it again from scratch to show you how it works. Recently used any of them that are made by OpenAI, for example, you could click on any one of these to use them. So this is just very specifically for generating images using DALL-E. Although this is part of GPT-4, you could access it here in a GPT that is very specific. So these GPTs, as you can see, they're for very specific use cases. So this one just teaches you how to play board games for different age groups. This one is a negotiator, for example, for helping you become a better negotiator when you're trying to buy a used car, for example. And we're going to our own up here. So to create your own, press this right here, and it's going to bring you over here where you could actually just use plain language here to customize your own GPT. So on the left side, you're going to go ahead and create here. We're going to do this with just giving it a prompt one at a time. You also have this configure tab, which is a little bit more advanced, but I'll show you exactly how this works as well. And on the right side, this is a live preview. So whatever changes take place on the left side, you'll see a live update in the preview window, and you could go ahead and message your GPT over here to see how it's working. So let's go ahead through the prompting process here one at a time. So the very first prompt is you need to tell it what kind of GPT you want to make. Okay, so my prompt is I want to make a GPT. So you would start like this. That is an AI expert, so tell it what kind of a thing you want to build, and mine is going to have the latest AI knowledge and information. Again, this is going to be very up to date because I make these videos literally the day things come out, right? So it's going to be a lot more updated than the regular version of GPT. So this is going to first access my own information, and then it's going to also have access to the regular GPT to give answers if it doesn't know something that is not part of my data set. So I'm going to just press send here. And then it's going to go through the process of actually giving it an update. So you can see this is updating it. And as soon as it has an update, it will refresh here on the right side. So the first thing it does is it comes up with a name, AI Insider. You could actually ask it for another name if you don't like that name, and it's going to give you another name. If you like it, just say that's okay. And I actually asked it for 5 simpler options here, and I'm going to go with number 1. And then it's going to create you a logo. So this is a logo here, and it's going to update over here. So AI guide, this is basically a little description. This is the logo. And I could even upload my own logo if I want to do that. So let me show you how that works. You could press this icon here, and here's the logo I already have. This is for the AI learning platform, Skill Leap AI. So I could go ahead and click this, and then I could just press enter, and then I could make this basically the new logo over here. So you'll see that it will replace it over here. I could even use this as a way to show basically my AI expertise, and maybe use this as a way to generate leads. Next, he's going to ask me a follow-up question. What kind of information should AI guide focus on when interacting with users? And I could say something like AI apps, AI training, AI trends. So this is again based on the type of chatbot you're building here with these GPTs. So answer accordingly. I'll show you a couple other follow-up questions because based on the ones I've built before, it usually asks me similar set of questions. So then it's going to ask what kind of tone you want. This is a question I get every single time. So I'm going to say formal and friendly is the tone I want, but it's going to give you some options here to choose from. And then it's going to say, is there anything you should avoid? So you give it prompts for things you should avoid. And I'm going to say avoid medical and legal This is something that ChatGPT also does by default. Now, I'm going to go to the configure tab to show you. It's filled out all this information for me as I was going. So you can press the plus sign that's here by default before you add a logo, and you could actually upload your own logo I created with DALL-E. You could also name it manually here, the description, the instructions. These are the instructions I've given it so far. You could add a whole lot more instruction here, and you could just keep talking to it to get better instructions. Just ask it, what other types of instructions should I give you? And it's going to give you some ideas. And then he always asks, do you want it to ask clarifying questions, or should it always make an educated guess? I'm going to ask for clarifying questions. And as you look over here, there's these things called conversation starters. So it gave me 4 of them here. And if I go to the configure tab, these are the conversation starters. So I could actually X these out. So again, I said, I don't want anything in the world of medicine. Maybe I could go ahead and X that out. And then I could add my own over here as well. So it's going to have 4 and it's going to show up like this. And it says it's basically ready to go. And it's asking me if I want to refine it anymore. More, and I could say, no, I'm all set, but we're going to go to the configure tab to actually give it our own data too. Right now, it only knows our instructions and what kind of topic we are covering. So just to test that out, if I click one of these starter questions, it's going to go to work just like ChatGPT. And here's basically the limitation before it gets my own data. You can see it says latest AI trends as of early 2022. Well, that's pretty useless since most AI trends happened in 2023. So you can see this is a very good use case for someone like me that stays up to date with all these type of AI tools to actually give it information that I would only have access to. So I could go to the configure tab here now and do some of that customization. Right now, the capabilities are available as well. So you could check these on. So web browsing, yes, I want web browsing. You could always set that as an instruction too. You could say access the web for the latest information first as a prompt. Image generation is turned on, and code interpreter or advanced data analysis also turned on over here. And I usually leave all these on. If you're building it, there's no reason not to have these on to give it all that functionality. Uploading the files, this is where really the magic of these GPTs come into play. You want to give it custom information. So I'm going to upload files, and I have some of my scripts here from my latest video, so I could select these and upload them over here. You could do PDFs and things like that over here as well. And now I could tell it always refer to my own data set first. So I could add that as part of the instructions here under the configure tab. Now it has all these documents. And here you have additional settings. So it says use conversation data in your GPT to improve our model. So this is training OpenAI, for example. You could choose to check this off if you want. And then there's this option called actions. This is really interesting. Basically, I'll give you a link to this page of what exactly this is. But this lets you use third-party services to retrieve information and take actions. This is where GPTs are really going to shine. They're going to become what are called AI agents.
I'm back. Okay. So we're going to create our own AI agent. Like he's saying. I missed
it. This latest AI trends as of early 2022. Customization. Right now, the capabilities are available as well.
Is his audio cutting in and out for you guys too, or is it just me?
You could always set that as an instruction too. You could say access the web for the latest information first as a prompt. Image generation is turned on, and code interpreter or advanced data analysis is also turned on over here. And I usually leave all these on. If you're building it, there's no reason not to have these on to give it all that functionality. Uploading the files, this is where really the magic of these GPTs come into play. You want to give it custom information. So I'm going to upload files, and I have some of my scripts here from my latest video, so I could select these and upload them over here. You could do PDFs and things like that over here as well. And now I could tell it always refer to my own data set first. So I could add that as part of the instructions here under the configure tab. Now it has all these documents. And here you have additional settings. So it says use conversation data in your GPT to improve our model. So this is training OpenAI, for example. You could choose to check this off if you want. And then there's this option called actions. This is really interesting. Basically, I'll give you a link to this page of what exactly this is. But this lets you use third-party services to retrieve information and take actions. This is where GPTs are really going to shine. They're going to become what are called AI agents. AI agents can go
holy shit.
on the web.
Holy shit, that's awesome. That's awesome. Holy shit, that opens up a lot.
No longer limited to just this box. They could basically go do things for you, like send emails or Slack messages. So in order to use these, the service they recommend right now is called Zapier. So I'll put a link to this page in the description of this video. This is going to basically walk you through exactly how it all works. But you do need a Zapier account in order to do this. If you don't know what Zapier is, it's basically an app that connects 6,000 different apps that usually wouldn't talk to each other. And right now it says you could do 20,000 type of different actions across all these different apps. And it's going to walk you through how to exactly get started. So you want to copy this over, and then this is the box that is going to go into over here, and then it will actually populate it and you'll have to connect it. Now this is far more advanced than this beginner guide to GPT, so I'll make a dedicated video coming up on how to integrate this automation with building your own GPTs, but this could be very, very powerful here. And let me ask you a question that is only available in one of these documents. So I'm going to say, what's ChatGPT 4 Turbo? And this is from my last video. So it says ChatGPT 4 Turbo is an advanced version of ChatGPT introduced by OpenAI. Context window 128,000 tokens in length. Updated data to April 2023. These are directly from the transcript of that video I made. So I transcribed my own video. You could take transcripts from YouTube. They all have transcripts as well. And then you can put it into a Word doc or a PDF like this and upload it, and that becomes your knowledge base. In this case, I'm using my own videos, but there are information online. You could just gather them and serve a very narrow specific purpose with these GPTs. So people will use these because they have more updated data and more narrow focus than just regular ChatGPT, for example. So let's say I'm done here. I could go up here to save. And these are the three options. So you could just make this privately available for yourself. So this is a great way to chat with your own documents, for example. You could share this with a link with other people, or you could turn this into public, which this will be something called the GPT store. And they're going to do revenue share with you based on usage. Now, all the information is not available just yet on how the stores are going to work. But again, make sure you subscribe as soon as the stores come out. I'm going to share how to make these GPTs available inside the store and exactly how the monetization works as soon as there's more information. And there's one more setting available. Let me go ahead and confirm this. If you go down to your profile and if you go to settings and beta, there's this option now called Profile Builder. So this is how you would actually look inside of the store, for example, when that becomes available. And you could go ahead and verify a new domain and actually link your domain to it. So this becomes what the lead generation is. You could basically get people to go to your website. So if I want people to go to Skill Leap AI, I could go through this process and actually add this text record to my domain provider. And I just verified it actually inside of GoDaddy just to make sure it's all good, and press done. And I just refresh the page. I turn this on here. Now it's going to be available again once I roll this out into the store once that is released. And if I go to the AI guide here and if I refresh the page, there it is.
Yo, you guys know I'm going to make a link to my AI bot. ai.bennett.party.
So this will take people directly to my website, which is really, really interesting. A really great way to generate leads in a whole new way for businesses. I'm really excited to test this out with a few different ideas. And if you want to stay up with all things AI, this platform, Skill Leap AI, is basically an AI platform for all kinds of different AI courses. So we bundle them all into one. And it's completely free to try out. So you could actually enroll in an entire course if you want. We have well over a dozen different courses. We have 20 different downloadable resources like Prompt Guide. So if you want to master ChatGPT or Midjourney or any of these top AI tools, especially if you're doing this to be more productive with work and business. So I'll put it in the description if you want to learn more and try the free trial. Again, a lot more videos are coming up about GPTs, so stay tuned and I will see you next time.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. Okay, I want to see if this guy has a video on GPT actions app of the day. So it looks like this guy was an app guy, but now he's
When building GPTs inside of ChatGPT, there's an option called Actions under the Configure tab. And these actions basically allow GPTs to take real-world actions. They could do a lot more than just answer questions. They basically could become AI agents. So let me show you exactly how to set up these actions to automate your GPTs, your private ones, your public ones, and it's going to make them a whole lot more useful. Now, if you're brand new to GPTs, I do have a beginner's guide for building them from scratch. This is a more advanced tutorial. And I made this very step-by-step, so I could say we're on step 1 now, we're on step 2, so you could follow along in a simple numbered list. So for step number 1, we need to either create a GPT or edit an existing GPT. So go to the Explore tab under your ChatGPT account. You do need the premium version of ChatGPT, GPT Plus, the paid version, to get access to these right now. So you could either create one or edit one. To create one, press here, go through all the setups here. So what would you like me to do? Tell it what kind of GPT you want to build. Again, covered in the previous video. If you edit an existing one, you could just press edit next to an existing one, brings you to the same place, and go to the configure tab. Come all the way down here, and there's this actions section. Now that brings us to step 2. Click actions here, and we need to configure this tab for our next step. Now there's 2 ways you could do this. One is if you have a schema here, basically some code, you could go ahead and type them over here or paste them over here. So they give you some examples. So getting weather data, if you click it, it's going to fill this here with some code. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That's not what I want to do. Let me just come back here to actions, but I just wanted to show you what they look like. In this case, I'm going to use Zapier to do all these automations. And we need to import a URL here to actually connect this to Zapier. Now, Zapier, if you don't know what it is basically an automation tool that connects 6,000 different apps, and it could take basically 20,000 or more different actions across the web and across all those apps. And later in the video, I'll share a resource with you to give you a ton of different ideas on what things you can automate, but I'll show you some examples here as I show you how to actually connect this and automate this through actions. Okay, so that brings us to step number 3, which is importing this URL that is asking us on the ChatGPT side. And Zapier made us a page to walk us through this process, and they give us a link to that URL, which is over here. So I'll link this document below. Actions look like. In this case, I'm going to use Zapier to GPT you want to build, again, covered in the previous video. If you edit an existing one, you could just press edit next to an existing one, brings you to the same place, and go to the configure tab. Come all the way down here, and there's this actions section. Now that brings us to step 2. Click actions here, and we need to configure this tab for our next step. Now there's 2 ways you could do this. One is if you have a schema here, basically some code, you could go ahead and type them over here or paste them over here. So they give you some examples. So getting weather data, if you click it, it's going to fill this here with some code. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That's not what I want to do. Let me just come back here to actions, but I just wanted to show you what they look like. In this case, I'm going to use Zapier to do all these automations. And we need to import a URL here to actually connect this to Zapier. Now, Zapier, if you don't know what it is basically an automation tool that connects 6,000 different apps, and it could take basically 20,000 or more different actions across the web and across all those apps. And later in the video, I'll share a resource with you to give you a ton of different ideas.
Okay, I know about Zapier. I use that for work. We also use this other cool tool called Tonkian. And I wonder, how is Tonkian integrated? Tonkian integrations with OpenAI. They did in February this year. Okay. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, they announced it, but I don't see OpenAI actions in Tonkian. So Tonkian is like Zapier, but it's a little more in-depth, I think, or I guess I just spent more time in Tonkian. And I did this all for work, so I have no idea about pricing or anything for Zapier or Tonkian, but it might be worth it. I know there's also Make AI, which basically does the same thing. There's a lot of these, is my point. Anyway.
Ideas on what things you can automate, but I'll show you some examples here as I show you how to actually connect this and automate this through actions. Okay, so that brings us to step number 3, which is importing this URL that is asking us on the ChatGPT side. And Zapier made us a page to walk us through this process, and they give us a link to that URL, which is over here. So I'll link this document below, actions.zapier.com/docs/platform/GPT, and we need to copy this. Now, this document is going to walk us through some of the other processes here that we need to do, but I found it very confusing, so it took me quite a while to actually figure out a better way to do this. But right now, let me copy this for our step 3. And I'll come back here and I'll paste this here.
Why
and we
does
just
the audio keep cutting?
Okay, that's going to fill this out with some code here that we don't need to worry about. We definitely are not going to change anything here. But what it's going to do is going to give us 2 different available things. One is it's going to be able to get actions from our Zapier, and it's going to be able to actually run those actions, basically posting them. Now, underneath this, you also have authentication, which is going to happen when we connect our Zapier. And then if you want to do this publicly, if you want to make this available publicly, you need to add a privacy policy. So this could be something from your own website over here. Okay, right now, I'm going to go ahead and publish this to only me. You could do the same, right? We could change our mind later and make this publicly available. Since I was editing an existing one, I could just go ahead and update it. And you don't have to do this step this way. I just saved my work, basically, so I could go back to the previous step. That brings us to step number 4, which now we need to create actions inside of Zapier. So let me share another link with you. And that link is also available on this page, but let me go ahead and paste it over here. This link is actions.zapier.com/GPT/actions. If you do this without being logged into Zapier, it's going to bring you to this page instead, where you have to sign up for Zapier. This requires a Zapier account, which you could try out completely for free, or you will log into an existing one here. All these automations are going to take place through Zapier, so I recommend you make yourself an account to follow along. Once you do log in, it's going to bring you to this page over here.
I am going to make my account to follow along.
The ones that are gray, they're not activated. The ones that are green, they're activated. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create these in this step. So if we come down here, this is all part of step 4. We're going to create
Oh, yo, what's up, Matt? Yeah, I put it on 2 times speed. I'm just absorbing at 2 times the pace. It's like I know a lot of this. I just kind of want to get through it but not miss anything. You know what I'm saying? But basically, Matt, how much do you know about AI? I guess we should start there. Do you know about it? Let's start there. I'm doing some stuff over on my other screen. I'm gonna need to figure out how to be good with that. I'm actually let's just go to train mode while I do a couple of things over here. But I'll talk while I walk. So right now, Matt, I am OAuth state invalid. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. I am trying to authorize. I'm trying to authorize my created GPT. Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. So stuck on that. But yeah, so I wonder if I should put the train on 2 times speed. What do we think there? I didn't even think about that. Let's go. Much better. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go back to this guy.
This way, I just saved my work, basically, so I could go back to the previous step. That brings us to step number 4, which now we need to create actions inside of Zapier. So let me share another link with you. And that link is also available on this page, but let me go ahead and paste it over here. This link is actions.zapier.com/GPT here. So I'll link this thing. So it took me quite a while to actually figure out a better way to do this. But right now, let me copy this for our step 3. And I'll come back and I'll paste this here, and we just need to press import. Okay, that's gonna fill this out with some code here that we don't need to worry about. We definitely are not gonna change anything here. But what it's gonna do is gonna give us 2 different available things. One is it's gonna be able to get actions from our Zapier, and it's going to be able to actually run those actions, basically posting them. Now, underneath this, you also have authentication, which is going to happen when we connect our Zapier. And then if you want to do this publicly, if you want to make this available publicly, you need to add a privacy policy. So this could be something from your own website over here. Okay, right now, I'm going to go ahead and publish this to only me. You could do the same right now. We could change our mind later and make this publicly available. Since I was editing an existing one, I could just go ahead and update it. And you don't have to do this step. This way, I just saved my work, basically, so I could go back to the previous step. That brings us to step number 4, which now we need to create actions inside of Zapier. So let me share another link with you. And that link is also available on this page, but let me go ahead and paste it over here. This link is actions.zapier.com/GPT/actions. If you do this without being logged into Zapier, it's going to bring you to this page instead, where you have to sign up for Zapier. This requires a Zapier account, which you could try out completely for free, or you will log into an existing one here. All these automations are going to take place through Zapier, so I recommend you make yourself an account to follow along.
Okay, nice.
Once you do log in, it's going to bring you to this page over here. So these are basically what these actions are. The ones that are gray, they're not activated. The ones that are green, they're activated. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create these in this step. So if you come down here, this is all part of step 4. We're going to create a new action from down over here. Okay, so with these actions, there is a whole lot you could do. There's 20,000 different things you could do across a bunch of different apps. In my use case, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here, and then I'll share some resources for a lot more options here to automate what you're doing. So I'm going to type in Google Docs, and as you can see, whatever you type in here, whatever app you type in, it's going to give you a bunch of different things it's capable of doing. So for Google Docs, you could upload documents. It could find you documents and pull them in. It could create documents from a template. Right now, I want to create a document from text. So create a new document from text. So let me go ahead and click this. This becomes the action that I'm going to trigger inside of ChatGPT in that GPT builder. Then it says Google Doc accounts. So here you need to connect your Google accounts so you could actually do things on your own accounts, right? So you could press create new here. It's going to bring up this page. I'm going to continue. And then it's going to pull up your Google accounts. I'm going to choose one. And then I have to give it access. I'll say allow. Okay, there we go. And it's connected. And if you go to manage accounts, you could connect more accounts and see everything that's already connected. Maybe you've been using Zapier already. I've been using Zapier for 5 years, so I have different accounts connected to it. Anytime you make changes on Google Docs, let's say I opened a new window and added folders and things like that. If I press refresh, it's going to pull in the latest information into this page. So document name.
Okay, this is pretty cool, actually. Dang, this is cool. Wow. Wow, guys, this is so you can do anything on here. It's crazy. I got to add so many actions. This is going to take a while. This is going to take a while to do, but here, I'll just share it. We can just talk through everything. So so I have to like, no, not this YouTube account. This YouTube account. Oh, back to the train. Excuse me. Doing a little setty-uppy. Oh no. Send me that text message. So fast. Okay. Now it is going to be able to upload a video for me. Let's say it's safe to assume I'm never going to make content for kids. Okay. We're going to call this fully upload YouTube video. That makes sense, right? Let's give them something to talk about. Okay. And we're going to enable that action. Wow, what other stuff can we do? Yes, of course, important. Too many choices. We're going to have them guess there. Don't need to verify that one. Get those stats, baby. What else we got? TikTok on the clock. Tick, tick. Because it's tick, 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 a boom. Hey! And posting Instagram videos would be great. Not a personal or a creator account. Why the fuck would you tell me about that then? I just want to know the creator accounts. Okay, so I guess I gotta make a HubSpot account. Man, this is such a drag, huh? Yes, we'll do HubSpot. Surely I have a HubSpot account. Okay, back to trains for you guys. It's too late, it's too soon, or is it tick, 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 a boom. You guys remember that song? Hey, I was right all along. Going, going, I'm gone. They can't find my industry. Camboy. God. When will the world wise up and take camming seriously? Look at that. Guess who created a HubSpot account? Yo. Hey, ho. It's HubSpot. You know. What you gonna do with all that? All that. And I've done it before, and I can do it some more. Okay, great. Now I have to set up a HubSpot account. This is probably not great live content, but, you know, I'm freaking loving it. Biddy-da-ba-ba, zee-dee-dee-dee. Oh, what else can HubSpot do? Well, this is pretty fun, huh? Social media. Oh yeah, maybe some Discord stuff. Wow, I'm just over here connecting accounts. What can I say? Okay. And we added Discord. All right, I'm going to take this offline, guys. I didn't realize how boring this would be or how hard it would be just to get the desktop audio to play on stream. I didn't think it would be that hard, but it was. So, yeah, Matt, you the man, Matt. I'll be on at noon again tomorrow. Sunday through Wednesday, noon. Come get it. Bop.